Hello viewers, welcome to the eSeniors GT3 Championship Teams Constructors race taking place at Imola. Really nice track, Ferrari testing track, but the teams race today has got 18 competitors on track. One or two drivers cannot attend unfortunately, but 18 is still a good showing, and obviously Imola's not as big as some of the other tracks. Technically a very good track, nice little chicane in the middle towards the end, and then you've got Imola, which is very technical. You've got a left-hander going downhill, and you've got a sweeping right-hander and another sweeping right-hander uphill where mistakes can be made. But yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting. Let's have a quick look at the table for the championship. So as you can see there, the Old Boys Network currently dominating. They're in the Bentley Continental with 339 points. We have PWS Esports on 313 points. Team Burning Moose on 303, Team Sindeo 290, Slow Fanatic 242, Crew Chiefs 237, Team Burning Moose, Team Burning, I can't remember the other one now, there's Burning Moose and Burning something else, Burning Bear 202, DB Racing 118, Stingray Racing 117, and Wahoo, who have only attended the very first race. Stingray are back. This is the first race back for Stingray as well. So qualifying's just started. So we're going to sit on board with who I think may get pole. Now I'm going to be completely wrong here and proven wrong. So what I'm going to do is go on board with Craig Holmes. So I've been watching Craig Holmes in the pre-qualifying. He's pretty quick. The two quickest guys on track were Craig Holmes and Merch Pownov. So I think Craig's from the Crew Chiefs and Merch is from the Team Sindeo. Hi Terry, hi James. Oh, never mind, you can't hear my voice. What a shame, that's sacrilege that. He's shooting for that. Hopefully you can all hear me fine and the picture's coming through crystal clear. And I'll be your entertainment for the next hour, shall we say. And then hopefully it'll be an interesting race. Tried to have a good race yesterday in the night race, but a couple of incidents in lap 1 turned us from 13 drivers down to 9, so I was a bit disappointed in that, to be honest. I still had a great run at the front with John Saunders though, brilliant racing. Such a quick guy as John, kept him on his toes. Terry's just had jerk chicken, it's so spicy you can't talk. I'm having a kebab after watching the football, so yeah, I'm going to concentrate on the stream, give you all what I can, and hopefully send you for the rest of your days feeling like you've had a bit of entertainment. Let's see if I can deliver. So, as I said, Craig, Merch, but you know Chris Bourne's likely to do pole anyway, don't you? So I'm going to be completely ruled out there, but yeah, Craig and Merch. I thought good. Surprise package today. Hi John, just been singing your praises on how quick you were yesterday. Yeah, surprise package, Mr. Arabas. He's been struggling in the 144.6s, and I said I'd give him a bit of, I'm not going to call it coaching, it's unfair to call it coaching. I was just aware of a couple of nuances he's got differently to the way I drive, and some things he does differently I think have costed him time. I did the same at Spa and it worked, and I did the same at Imola. And he got it for the first time ever into the 143s, so he was obviously blown away. And the good news is, in pre-qualifying before, he also did a 143.9, so it wasn't a flash in the pan. He's took it on board. I don't know if you'll see that play out in the race at all, as in what he's doing differently, because it's not obvious. It was just little things, and explaining to him about the balance of the car and getting the car set up for, certainly for Acqua Minerale, can cost you or can gain you, and it's a part of the track where you can lose so much time and gain so much time, and I think the different drivers, depending on how they take it, can lose so much. It was interesting following John around yesterday. There was obviously areas of the track where the BMW was quicker, but when he got into the chicane at the end, I mean the Bentley over them curbs, he was always 2/10 quicker. Always, every single lap he was 2/10 quicker. I think there was one lap where he went wide a little bit and got a bit of a rear slip, and that was the only lap where I kept up with him through the chicane. So there's certainly elements of the track where it's quicker for certain people and certain cars. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. So Reese has already done a 1:43.7 and Craig's done a 1:44, but you won't get the best out of the car until your third lap. We'll sit on with board Craig all lap. Malcolm's joined us. Hi, Malcolm. Yeah, the chicane, Terry. Jeremy was on board with me and he was like, "Oh, you do it like that?" And he looked rather surprised. Anyway, he's adjusted his cornering into the corner and he's now got the same drive as me. So again, the 2/10 he was losing there, he's now got in his pocket. And I think there was 3 areas on the track he was losing around about 2/10, and ironically he's gone from a 1:44.6 to, you know, a 1:43.9. So that's not far. It's just above your 2/10 per element, that. So it definitely works if you can adjust your style. One area was in the wrong gear. I was telling him he's in the wrong gear. Change gear, and he was a creature of habit, and it was so hard. Anyway, I was telling him as he comes to the corner, put it into second. Anyway, he come out half a second up, and he was like, "This is unbelievable," just by being in the wrong gear. So, you know, credit to Jeremy, he took it on board, and I think he's really looking forward to seeing how we can put that onto the track now. So I hope he's not going to let me down. Hi, Steve. So Craig Holmes is looking really good here. Craig Holmes is going for pole. I said he might. I weren't joking. Gerard's just done a 1:43.2 though, so this is getting close now. Reese Wiggins is going for an even faster lap. And Reese Wiggins is just on a 1:43 flat, so there you go. Couple of quick guys there. Right, I'm going to sit on board with Merch. The Merch team Sindeo. He's currently 3/10 up. His best lap is a 1:43.4, so if he gains 2/10, he's got pole. If he gains 4/10, depending on where it is in the tenths bracket, he will gain pole also. So let's see how this goes on, and let's see where Team Sindeo. Now Merch is 7/10 up, so he's currently looking at a 1:30, a 1:42. Oh, he's lost time there. Really bad exit out of that corner. He's still on for a 1:42.9 though, as it stands. He's lost time going into that corner. He's pulled it back out, coming out, which means he's probably going to be 6/10 up at the end of this bit. And he's still 5/10 up as we speak. He's lost time in that Aquaminerale. He's lost a lot of time there. He's lost all his time. He's only 2/10 up now. So he's still looking at second. He's pushing for pole. He's on for pole now. He's looking, this section's critical for him. He's nailed it. He's 4/10 up. As it stands, he is claiming pole. Is he going into the 1:42s? I think he is. So let's see how he's doing. He's currently on for the 1:42s. Can he nail these last 2 corners? So far, so good. Yeah, that looks tidy as well. So he's 4/10 up. Oh, he's lost time. He's going to get second as it stands. I don't think he's going to claim pole. He's going to get second. Oh, he's just nicked pole. 0.02 of a second. He's nicked pole from Reese Wiggin. Let's interesting. So he's done really well there. Let's jump on board with Jeremy. So Jeremy's currently 3/10 up. He's coming to the end of his lap. 4/10 up. So he's going for a low 1:44 here. He's still winding up. So I think, yeah, he's not going to make the 1:43s yet, but he's not going to be far off. I mean, this is tons quicker than he's done previously. Oh, way up. He could be doing it yet. He's getting a lot of good drive out the car. And Jeremy does a 1:44 flat, so he's consistent now. He's in the low 1:44s, 1:43.9s. Who else is going fast on track? Ricard Weston. He's only fast from per his lap. His best lap is a 1:44.9. He's 3/10 up, so he's going for 1:44.6, which will move him no further up the table. Couple of yellow flags on the circuit. Hi Aaron. Hopefully you get your PC sorted, and they'll let you know what it is. Neil Bywater's struggling to get into the 1:43s as well at the moment. I'm going to jump forward to Neil. Actually, no, Terry is going for the 1:43s in the Bentley. So Terry is 6/10 up. His best is a 1:44.5. He's going for a 1:43.9 at the moment. He's now 7/10 up. He's 8/10 up. He's lost time here. He had to brake extra, a little bit extra there. It's cost him. Still for the 1:43s though. 1:43.9 he's looking at. I think that's what he's going to pull off. 1:43.940. So yeah, Jeremy and Terry very, very close. Johan's struggling a little bit. So Neil Bywater's now 5/10 up, so he's going for a 1:43.7. 6/10 up. So another one of the crew chiefs. 5/10 up. Don't know if that car put him off a little bit. So he's going for a 1:43.7 as it stands. Let's see. 1:43.7. Okay, Krista is on a flyer. He's on his best is a 1:43.4 and he's 3/10 up at the moment, although he's lost a bit of time there. Qualifying still got 5 minutes to go, so I still think we'll see the opportunity of getting into the 1:42s, which as we know is a blistering time. Yeah, Krista's lost all his time through there. That section really cost Krista then. He lost a lot of time. Reese is battling with his car. He's pushing for pole, but the car isn't giving it him at the moment. He's really struggling with it, and we've had a couple of people coming together, which is unfortunate in qualifying. I'll stick with Reese. Reese is currently running flat. What I mean by flat is his time's consistent. He's just spoilt his lap there as well. David Gerard needs to gain a bit of time in the PWS car. Aqua Green, PWS. That's the Aqua Green one they're running there. You can see the Aqua Green logo. And he's currently 1/10 up. This will give him a 1:43.1. Chris Bourne's welcomed himself to the party. He's not going quick enough yet though. David Gerard was looking at pole for a split second there. Chris Bourne is about 1/10 up. So Chris Bourne is looking to go into the 1:43.2s, but David Gerard's going to push himself forward here, but he's lost time and Chris Bourne has gained now. So Gerard again has gained a 10th. Good little battle now between Gerard, Bourne and Hjort. Now David Gerard's looking at pole. He's going to be... Oh, he's lost time there. He had to brake. He was quick into the corner, but had to keep his foot on the brake longer, and it's cost him time, so he's not going to go any further forward here. Chris Bourne... Oh, Chris Bourne spoilt his lap. So Krista, who was the other driver doing well, he's on a flat time as well at the moment. So a couple really struggling. So Craig Holmes with a 1:43.0. So still got no one broken the 1:42 barrier. Now I'm going to jump with... We'll do a gamble. I'm going to jump with Reese. So Reese is up now. He's purple. That indicates he's going for the pole lap. He's 2/10 up. He's lost a bit of time there. I think he just was a bit late on the delivery of the power, and he's lost all his time. He's still going for pole. He's a 10th up now. Oh, he's gained brilliant through there. Now he's lost a bit of power coming out. He's still 1/10 up. This chicane's so important for Reese now. This is pole or not. He's 2/10 up going in. He's 3/10 up. 2/10 up. Sorry for the running commentary. He's now 1/10 up. That's it. His lap's gone. But we have a new man potentially taking pole. One of the guys I said could be doing it. Haven't hit the nail on the head. Hi Melvin. Reese has really pulled it out here. Last couple of sections. He's going to claim pole. Could be temporarily. Yeah, he's going for a 1:42.8. A 1:42.9. It's not going to be enough, because one of the guys I said might be doing it is Merch. Merch is going for a 1:43.8 as it stands. He's got to be perfect here. He's got to get the car. He's 3/10 up, 4/10 up. He's flew through there like a missile. 3/10 up. He's coming into the chicane. This is the BMW killer, this chicane. He's 2/10 up going in. Is he going to keep it coming out? He's 4/10 up going in. And he's kept within track limits there. 3/10, just a bit lappers on the power coming out. This next corner, next two corners, is do or die for Merch. 5/10 up. That's not going to help him. He's lost the time there in the sand. He's still on for it, but he was 5/10 up. Now he's accelerating again now. He's going for a 1:42.7. Are we going to see it? 1:42.7, there it is, and I think that will stand as pole. That is a very, very quick time. Hi Nikos, hi Derek. That was a great lap by Murch there. Neil Bywater's going quicker. He's looking to jump 2 places up the leaderboard. He's 1/10 up at the moment. He was 2/10 up, so yeah, he's gained a lot of time through there. The Bentley's great through the chicane. 2/10 up now, Neil. He's going for a 1:43.5, which will put him into 8th place as it stands. There's no one behind him looking like he's going to put pressure on him either, so this could put him in 8th place, and he could be standing and looking well for it. Yeah, still 2/10 there. Hi Andrew, welcome to the stream. At least you've got it sorted, Aaron. Now, he's always late to the party, isn't he? But he always brings good presents, does Mr. Bourne. And he had brought a pole leader's hat, but it's just blew off in the door. As they opened the door to him, his hat blew off. So he's currently not in pole. He needs unbelievable corners here to give him pole back from Murch. Is he going to do it? I mean, he's going to jump up, I think, into 2nd, but he ain't going to get pole. Nah, he's lost time now. And that's it for his qualifying. Yeah, he got the 1:42s, but he didn't get pole. David Gerrard's also on a fast one. He's going for a 1:42 as well, but that's going to put him into a 1:40. Oh, he's lost time now. He's lost all his time in that corner. And I think that, believe it or not, gentlemen and ladies, if you're watching, brings qualifying to a close, because the guys out there aren't going to better themselves at the moment. So, back after this brief introduction. Okay, the cars are lined up on the grid, and we'll do a quick run through. In pole position with a blistering 1:42.7 was Murch, followed by Chris Bourne with a very last lap ditch there. Rhys Wiggins next, Craig Holmes in the 109, Krista Hjort in the McLaren, and we have the first of the PWS Aqua Green cars of David Gerrard. We've then got Neil Bywater in the other crew chief's car, Branko Brejak in the orange McLaren. We've then got the other Aqua Green car of Mark Christopher, Stingray of Laszlo Nemeth. We've then got Johan Larson of Team Burning Bear, I think that is. And we have Billy Stewart, who's also in Team Stingray. Then have Terry Trowbridge, Jeremy Arabas, Roman Mark, Andreas Pettersson, Rickard Weston and Gurren Larson. So they are our runners and riders. He says trying to get rid of the camera, and he's playing silly buggers with me again, and I can't get my camera back. That's a disaster. Right, camera's back, so I'm going to go to the front, the helicam, and we're good to go. But check up on the chat. Andrew, yes, it's the team's race. 1:14 Nikos for Imola. Not a chance, mate. You might do it in a Formula 1 car. Hi, Don. Hi, Robert. Yeah, with an F1 car. Thank you, Nikos. So off we'll go, we're rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. So the first two corners here, T1 and T2, are the killers. T1, everyone's on full tilt, and it's all about giving the car in front respect and getting your braking points right. T2 is the fallout of T1. Anybody who's gone deep and trying to recover from T1 will have an absolute nightmare in T2. And then the only other area where you like to come a cropper is the hairpin. So once you've got past the hairpin, I think your lap is going to be pretty much clean from that perspective. Okay, we're just waiting for the lights to be green. You can see Merch is leading the front in front of Chris. Inside line makes a massive difference on this track as well. Hi, Juan. Second now, we'll see the green lights go. It's gone off screen and they've gone green. It's off we go. Now you can see there, Reese has managed to take Chris. So let's see where this takes him down. Reese is going up the inside. That was that was ambitious. That's calamitous. That was calamitous. I think, yeah. Reese has realised it was his mistake that he's eased off. That's caused calamity. That's unfortunate. The pole sitter has been nerfed by the P3 guy. Unfortunate. Okay, let's not dwell on that. Let's go back to where the action's at. And we've now got a couple of teams running together. So you can see there we've got Team Aqua Green and we've got the crew chiefs. Chris has made a great start from there as a result of that. So Krista's right on the coattails to Chris. This is obviously a track crystallite. You can see the McLarens really well there. The second crew chief's car of Neely made a great start, starting from P8. He's now in P4. He's looking quick, but he did go a little bit wide, and he's gone wide again. And the Aqua Green car of David Gerard is right up his chuff. Branco is putting pressure on Mr. Christopher of the other Aqua Green car. Someone saying there's music playing in the background. Got no music playing. I'm not too sure about that. So I don't know what the music. Sorry about that. Yeah, bit of a. I think we'll see Merch start to gain again, pull forward. He's not, I don't think he's going to win it now. That's very ambitious. So Jeremy's putting pressure on Roman, and likewise Andres is putting pressure on Jeremy. Now it's a more exciting race. Yeah, when someone goes off, unfortunately, one of the front runners, you want to see them come through the field. And Merch has already done away with one of them. He's past Ricard there, like Ricard wasn't moving. And you can see Reese is also trying to pass the two McLarens there. And it's just blocked off there a little bit. Well, not blocked, obviously defending the racing line. And Merch is off. He's flying. Terry's just managed to pass Billy Stewart, but Terry's gone a bit wide there. He got very ambitious into the corner. I think his pace was a bit too hot. And that's still going to allow Jeremy to come up the outside. Is Jeremy going to get the pass? Terry's going to have the inside line there. So Jeremy, very ambitious. There we go. Looking good. And is Jeremy going to make that move? Jeremy's been pushed really wide there. That'll be a definitely track limits. I don't know about warning because it didn't look like he eased off. Yeah, a good little battle here. Ironically, there's no battles at the front. Normal service has been resumed with Mr. Ball. Cars are really bouncing over the curbs though. Even the Bentley looks like it's going, sorry, what was that? Felt it. Pressure now, Laszlo on Branco. Laszlo in Team Stingray, Branco in Slow Fanatic, sorry. Always struggle saying that word. Don't forget guys, 15 viewers, only 8 likes. Let's get the numbers even. Big shout out to our sponsors, PWS, preciouswashers.co.uk, Tindeo, Tindeo.world, and Aqua Green. Obviously, the Aqua Green cars are running today. A very big thank you to everyone who donates and keeps the group going. We really appreciate it. Without you guys, obviously we wouldn't have what we've got, but equally yourselves wouldn't have what you've got as well. So I see it as a joint venture, to be honest. That back car, Team Stingray there, that was Billy. He was absolutely shifting into that corner. He really went wide. Yeah, he's lost a place there. Terry and Jeremy are still battling. Terry's got Jeremy back now. Yeah, Andrew, it's 4K now as well, so on your telly it should look stunning. I think if you started watching it on the telly, and if I wasn't commentating, I'd tell you where I'd be watching it. I'd be watching it on the telly as well. So yeah, I'm quite pleased to stream in 4K for the guys now as well. It seems like the next progressive step, and it doesn't seem to hinder the stream. There doesn't appear to be any negative comments. Laszlo's gone off, and now Billy's going to come back up against him. So Stingray car looks very, very loose. We've had two of the Stingray cars now really struggling. We're really hitting the curbs. Jeremy's also putting pressure. I think that is on... I don't know who Jeremy's putting pressure on actually. Oh, it's Merch. Merch is really putting pressure on now on Andreas. That's not a passing point Merch's way. Oh, he's trying to make it a passing point. Merch has took a perfect angle there, but I reckon he's going to get the McLaren if he's got the drive coming out. Merch is hungry, and Reese Wiggins is still struggling as a result of that. Oh, that BMW just looks quick. Merch going up the inside. He's telling Andreas where he's going to stick it. So Andreas isn't going to fight now because he is clearly alongside. Merch will pick his braking point, get the car slowed into the corner. Yeah, and that's another one down. Merch is looking fantastic here. He's not going to win, unfortunately, unless there's a disaster in front of him. But I think we're going to see Merch charge through the field. And his next target is Roman Mark. So you can see Roman's made a mistake, and just the fear of Merch approaching him has scared the bejesus out of him. And Billy Stewart's next. And I think we're going to see Merch go through the gears here. So I'm going to ride on board with Merch, so we can see how quick he's gaining. I mean, Billy's quick this lap. Merch has gone very deep there. Track limits. That will be a track limits warning because he kept it planted there. Let's change the view to the cockpit so it looks a bit easier. The power down. Looking good. It took so much time out of Billy already. I don't know if maybe long before he's eating Billy for his supper, to be honest. Let's go on the rear camera Billy now, just so we can see what it's looking like from Billy's perspective. I think we're going to see... I think Billy's going to become a cropper, and Laszlo's going to become a cropper. Jeremy equally has got Reese Wiggin up his chuff now, and Reese is obviously... We know Reese is a quick driver. So this is the final corner. BMW twitched ever so slightly there. I think he's got a very bit of... Initially got a bit of oversteer by the looks of it, but he settled it. Looking quick, you can see it starting to gain. His braking point. This is where the BMW is very, very strong through this section. And then, oh no, it's again just getting a bit twitchy. And then the next section, leading up to the hairpin, is very quick as well in the BMW with the right setup. Just seems to keep the power, so you can see the Merch is gaining a lot of time, and again the hairpin, it can seem to eat the hairpin up. You'll see him go right up to his bumper now. Very nice there, Merch, just a slight bit wide. This is where I find the BMW is one of at its weakest. This left-hander coming up now, might just see him just lose a bit of ground, or maybe not. No, I think he really broke early there. That's a very ambitious pass. And he's made it stick within track limits as well. Wow, that's got to be a completely unexpected pass. So he's now hunting down. Oh, Laszlo just said, "Where's the corner?" Got to be careful though. It's a very fine line and getting a warning. Very fine line. Are we going to see drivers getting a drive-through because of track limits? Now Ricard's gone off track. Ricard is now last. And both of them are battling here. Merch has made a bit of a a blunder coming into the corner. He's lost a lot of time. Merch is going to have to go again and catch Billy and Laszlo up again. So let's. Andreas is now putting pressure on Merch. We've seen though that McLaren must be running too much downforce, because on the straight the BMW is pulling away. Just see the way Merch is taking that corner. Quite tidy actually into the corner. It's a bit deep there, a bit too wide. But again, he's going to get the braking point right. Cut across the corner. Ease the car down. Oh, he's hit the rumble strip. That really upset the car, but he's gained. That will be a warning. Absolute track warning there. He's on a mission, isn't he, Merch? Very much on a mission. And Billy Stewart is now looking down the barrel of the gun for the second time. Meanwhile, Chris Bourne is 3.3 seconds ahead of Krista. Krista is holding off Craig Holmes. You'll see that Krista is just holding off Craig Holmes at the moment as we speak. Jeremy has got Reese in his rearview mirror. Reese there going a bit wide. That'll be track limits. He's just survived that one. That could have been a potential warning there as well. It will warn you there. And Merch is not giving up on Billy. Is he going to get it right this time? And now Andreas is putting pressure on Merch as well. So a bit of a hold up here. Let's see where it goes though. Merch going to follow him into the gravel this time. No, he hasn't. He's got the power down. He needs to get a good drive. Doesn't really want to hit the curbs there, the sausage curbs. They do unsettle the BMW. Kind of lift it up on one side and you just lose traction. So we're going to see the BMW's grunt show now. Again, the McLaren. It should be quick in a straight line, but you can just see the BM just got more grunt. It's got more power about it. And on the braking we saw Merch before, much quicker. In this section, he's keeping the power down, and I've got a feeling Merch is going to get him on the straight here before the corner. Carrying too much speed. Billy's defending there. That was very dangerous. He defended it very well, but that could have easily have gone wrong. He judged that perfectly there, Billy. Well done. That was very good judgment. Yeah, Merch is really looking for it here. He's wanting to go. He's actually starting a bit of a bottleneck now as well. You can see the cars are starting to bunch up. Is Merch going to make the move down the inside? No, he's not. Because Billy's defending it this time. Billy looks a bit hot into that corner. Merch has followed him into that corner. Billy's defending. And there's going to be contact. Be careful. Merch is really getting desperate now. He's sliding the car around the corners. Jeremy's gaining. And Terry's gone off behind. Terry's spun the car. Actually, it was Reese Wiggin. My apologies there, Terry. It was Reese Wiggin, I think, he went off. Right, I'm going to jump forward because we've got a four-way battle going on. We've got Gerard, Bywater, Christopher, Beziak. Anything could happen here. Christopher's done it. Oh, contact! Christopher's trying to defend the upside. There's going to be a car. Oh, that's a total. That's a total. That was a total. Cut across the junction there. I want to replay that back because there's something I just want to check. Because I'm just watching the defending here. You've got to defend sensibly. Now, there's a gap there up the inside. Branco's taking it. He's had his position cut out there, I think it's fair to say. Up to the stewards, obviously, but from what I could see there, the aqua green cars come across and cut him up. He's not given cars width there, but let the obviously that's my opinion being the commentator. I'm just saying it as I see it. And Branco's now in the pits, so very unfortunate there. And Johan's now gaining. So how Neil Bywater got out of that with no damage is beyond me, because he was absolutely clattered. Merch is still vying with Billy. I'm going to jump back to that battle. These are getting very close. Billy's defending. Merch is grass cutting. Billy's having a go as well. They're painting new lines on the road. Murch is going down the outside. He's going to defend the corner. Billy can't come across now. Murch has got the line. That will upset Billy's line, but Billy's not going to outbreak him into the corner. Billy's got the corner, but he's going to go deep. He's going to get a nudge. There's not a lot Murch could do there, to be honest. Jeremy's looking for morsels as well here, because Jeremy has actually passed Andreas. So Jeremy's running as well, so Murch has now managed to pass Billy, and he's now hunting down Laszlo, but Laszlo's way ahead. Let's go forward a little bit and see if Johan's gaining on Mark Christopher. Murch is driving angry, Andrew. I wonder why. Yeah, I think he felt hard done by early on. To be fair though, he's managed to do well. He's pulled himself through the field into 9th. Reese, who is also involved, is currently in 14th. So, yeah, Jeremy's also getting battled here. So let's go to the helicam and watch this menage of cars. Oh, and one of the McLarens has just spun there. I think that was Andreas Pettersson. It's just spun off there a little bit, lost traction, and it's allowed a couple of cars, Roman and Reese, to pass him. We're currently on board with Jeremy, and you can see now Roman is catching up to Jeremy. But Jeremy's now putting pressure on Billy Stewart here. Yeah, he could, Nikos, you're right there. I bet he's looking for that that machine gun. Oh, Jeremy very, very tidy through there. Now got Reese right up the chuff of Roman. Is he going to get the front end up there? Let's have a look. Reese has got the front end. That's usually enough to show, but then you've still got to brake the car. Roman, oh, he's been hit up the backside. Andreas was out brake there, unfortunately, and that's led into a bit of a concertina. That's put Reese back, and Andreas and Terry's at one of the main gains from there. Andreas is now letting. He's going to obviously let. I should imagine Reese passing back again now. Such a shame. Goes to show it can happen anywhere on track, but again, I think Andreas completely unexpected them to brake there. They were entitled to do that. They were racing. In defence mode, you're always going to be in a different part of the track at a different point in time, and Murch is now off. He's hunting Laszlo down. He's 8 seconds behind Laszlo, so he's got a bit of a trek. I'll keep an eye on that. Krista, meanwhile, is not gaining on Craig. The gap is still a second, so he's looking for an error to come out of this and see if he can gain. That error could be a track limits error. It could be a driving error, but one thing's certain, Krista's not going to give this up. He's going to stick with him as long as he can. Yeah, we've still got Jeremy, Roman, and Murch has made a mistake. Let's have a quick look at what's happened there. Has he been driving too aggressively? He's under no pressure here. Coming up, he's broke, he's got the braking. Oh, I bet he's over rotated the car. No, he's not. And he's got Aquaman early wrong, he's gone wide on the curb. Oh, he slid it, he's drifted it. Oh, I thought he'd survived the barrier. He has. But it's going to cost him time now, that, because he's going to have to wait. Yeah, he's back up and running again, but he's now behind Reese. He's got it all to do again, Murch. That's such a shame. He's just ate the 2 McLarens for fun. Johan has gone off. So Laszlo is now up to 7th. And there's been a change up front. Let's have a quick look at what happened there then with these two. Because Krista was way behind. He was a second down. And as I said, it takes a mistake. Craig's made a mistake there. Krista's got him T2. Craig's made a mistake, and Krista's out-dragged him. Craig's got it back at the moment, but you can see his car's really unstable there. He's fighting with it. Is that panic, or has he got a problem? So Krista's going around the outside. He's really giving it some. And normal service is resumed. So the other battle we've got on track is this one. Neil Bywater, who got T-boned before against Mark Christopher. Yeah, I don't know if he's got damage, Neil, because it was a hell of a hit he got before. I'm just going to jump into another view because we've had another pass. Dive up the inside. That was Larson against Nemeth. Team Burning Bear against Team Stingray. Yeah, that pass has been done. That pass is now clear. Let's go back to Bywater and Christopher. Yeah, Nemeth's not giving up. He's trying to out drag him on the straight. I don't think he's going to make the pass. He's not on the right. Yeah, he's starting to fall back a little bit now. Reese Wiggin, meanwhile, is out dragging his teammate down the straight. And he's managed to pass him. He's racing his teammate to gain position. Meanwhile, Neil Bywater is right up the chuff in Mark Christopher. He's really putting pressure on him now. Oh, and Team Stingray at the back there just spun out. That was Laszlo Nemeth, just spun, back end got light, and he got oversteer. And Christopher there, that'll be track limits. Don't know if it's a warning, but it will have upset the balance of his car because he will have to have eased off. And you can see now he's defending for his life. You can see the way he's moving the car around Mark now. He's gone into defensive mode. This will be costing them time. So Christopher's keeping the car central there rather than moving across, because moves across he opens the car up. Bentley's quick through here though. That's the thing, that Bentley is quick through that chicane. And I think we're going to see Bywater eventually eat the Aston Martin. Let's just stick into the corners better. Although he didn't want that, Neil. Bit of sand on his wheels. Don't think he's going to get him here. Let's have a look from the camera. How much downforce he's running. He's not really gaining. He will gain a little bit. Don't think he's gaining enough. He's having to brake earlier as well. I think it's because a bit of a beast. Yeah, the Bentley's the beast, Aaron. Really, it's one of them. It just doesn't feel quick or look quick. Yet it seems to go round really, really well. Most tracks it does actually. He's got different braking points, Neil. You can see it. That Bentley stops really well. I think it's got discs off the tractor on it. Like the Audi, which has got discs off a rally bike on it. The Bentley just stops really, really well. He's ragging again there, Christopher, but this time Bywater's gone wide. So they're both pushing the limits of the car. Well, you haven't done. Click on that like button, and Christopher's gone wide again. That will be a warning. That's one of the warning detection zones there, and he's well off track. 20 viewers, 10 likes, the numbers don't add up. Simple button. Obviously if you dislike it, you're entitled to click the dislike button as well. Or hopefully I'm giving you some entertainment and allow you to watch this race. And Christopher's using all the tracking to try and keep Neil at bay. And using all his skill. I think Merch got lucky for not hitting the barrier, so his car's not going to be damaged apart from the incident with Reese early on. He has gone off the pace a little bit now, Merch. I'm keeping an eye on him. His next victim, I'm going to call it, is Terry Trowbridge. But he's a way off catching him at the moment. I don't know if he just lost a bit of his mojo. You can see the Aston Martin then over the curbs, just didn't like the curbs at all. And as I said, the Bentley just was, oh, was that a curb? Didn't realise. Thought it was a small stone in the road. Coming into the hairpin. Both got good exits. It has settled. It's about a second now, these two. But I will keep an eye on it. I'm going to jump back to Jeremy. Okay, so Jeremy's having a good battle here. He's trying to catch Billy. As we saw, Billy before got a bit loose and went off. He's also being hunted down by Roman, and Reese is back in the running again now after he's off. But as we know, Birch has also gone off. Branko quit, understandable, Nikos. You know, he got completely destroyed. Well, he didn't get destroyed, but he got forced off, I think it's fair to say, and he's T-boned another car. He probably sustained a heavy damage, and you know, early on in the race, receiving heavy damage, you're never going to get that time back. When the field spreads out, there's a possibility you might do something early on, not a chance. But I'm sure the stewards will look at that and decide, rather than me saying so on the stream. But I'm just saying what I see. I'm sure Mr. Christon will be sending me messages later, showing me videos and pictures of his perspective and what he saw and what he didn't see. But it's up to stewards. These are pretty. They're running. Jeremy's running 144.7s. He was doing 143s with race fuel, and we can see there Billy's just gone wide again. That's given Jeremy an opportunity. Billy's gone very defensive. So Jeremy's just waiting for a mistake now, and that'll put Jeremy into the top 10. He's currently 10th, but it'll put him within the top 10 into 9th place. Neil Bywater's just dropped back a little bit. I don't know whether he's winding himself up to go again. Flames coming out of the black and McLaren are brilliant, aren't they? Oh, Jeremy just whacking the curb there. It's cardinal sin, the curb. The BMW does not like the curbs, and that's give Roman a chance now. The Roman's caught up. So the gap between these three is 2 seconds between the start and the last car. Roman's going to be spelling good now, thinking I can get him here. Yeah, Nikos, the track cutting, it's quite an interesting one, because you'll get a warning unexpectedly. And yet sometimes it'll say no time gained, you know, and you're like, but you must have gained time because you've took the corner. Yeah, David Gerrard's 1.3 seconds. Gaining. I'm going to switch to that battle. 986 Aqua Green against Krista in Team Burning. I think Krista's Team Burning Moose, isn't he? Team Burning Moose or Team Burning Bear, I'm not too sure. It's one of the two, shall we say. He's not gaining. Krista's keeping every lap consistent here. Krista's fastest lap's a 1:43.8. David Gerrard's is a 1:43.6. But David Gerrard's last lap was a 1:44, whereas Krista's a 1:43. So Krista's looking more consistent. And as I've said before, consistency will always reward you over the odd fast lap. I mean, if you get the fast lap and you pass the car and you can't get past, that's something different. But I think consistency will always give you that. You know, overall, the length of the race is going to be shorter. And Jeremy is right up the jacks now with Billy. I think Billy got wide in Aquaminolale again, and it allowed Jeremy to catch right up. You see there, Jeremy's fighting his own now against, holding his own against Roman. Although Roman's under braking is looking really good. I think Jeremy's waiting on Billy making a mistake. We'll see. BMW's planted. I know it's planted. They've run that setup Jeremy's running. He tweaked it because it was too loose for him. It was only too loose because he's got a very heavy right foot. too eager to put the power down and coming out the corners rather than gradually. And David Gerrard is off. There goes one of his team members, and there goes the Bentley. He's lost 2 places. He's not getting a podium now. He's made a bit of a mistake. Shall we see what that was? He did. Let's see if we can go back that far. We should be able to. He's putting pressure here. As I said, Christa's consistent. I think he's done the same as Merch, hasn't he? Oh, he's well and truly hit the sausage curb there. He's not hit the barrier. Always a saving grace. He's lost a lot of time there. Lost a lot of time. He won't have damaged the car, but he's lost 2 places, and that will have cost him. Meanwhile, what it has done is it's allowed Neil Bywater to put pressure back on Mark Christopher again. Jeremy still not managed to pass Billy. So it's Neil's in a aqua green sandwich, whatever one of them tastes like. So it's still putting pressure on Mark Christopher, but David Gerrard's hunted him down now as a result of David's mistake. And you can see there, Mark Christopher's hit that sausage. The Aston does not like them sausages at all. BMW, if you hit the edge of the sausage, you're alright. If you hit the sausage hard, it will unstabilise the car. Roman's gone off. He went very wide, and that's lost in places. Reese has managed to pass Roman now, so that means Jeremy is only under pressure now from Reese, who's 3 seconds behind. So Jeremy is still putting pressure on Billy here. Yeah, David Gerrard and Neil Bywater are a second each behind their respective cars. And we've got 30 minutes left to go. Ricardo at the back's really struggling at the moment. He seems to not be able to keep the car on the track. He went yellow, white, then yellow, which makes me think he's spinning. And there's Billy. He's made a mistake. He wanted to try and get out of the stadium another way, and he's hit the barrier for good measure. And that means Jeremy's now into 9th place. He's way off Laszlo, but Jeremy's now got freedom. And are we going to see Jeremy put some decent laps in? And Billy's really dropping down the leaderboard now. Roman's taking in. Raymond's got the driving line. So I think we're going to see... Oh no! Oh, contact! Really going for it, these two. Really going for it. Good save that by Billy, to be fair. I thought he was sideways. He seemed to manage to correct that car and recover. But the McLaren behind is looking quick. Billy's defending. He's going to the inside his Roman. Has he got better braking? He has indeed. But Billy's not giving the corner. He's going to unsettle the car though for the following corner because he's gone a little bit deeper. And you can see now they're being followed and hunted down by Terry Trowbridge in the Bentley. And just behind them is Merch. Bentley of Terry's is looking quick, and Merch is on the hunt here. Merch ain't giving up. He's pulled 5 seconds out of Terry's. Great little battle this, great little battle. If we go to the rear of Billy's car, we'll see all 3 in a battle here. I love this, watching all 3 and watch them all break together and come together. Half a second separating them, all 3 of them together on the same piece of track. Billy's under severe pressure there now. He's took that corner beautifully though. Roman's got a good run there though. It's not a passing place, so Roman will not go for it. Billy was quick through there, and Terry's decided he wanted to go over the bumps. Yeah, Billy's just pulled out a bit of a gap now as a result of that. But behind Roman, Terry is not giving up. Bentley's going around that corner beautifully. The difference. She's there though. He's took another 1.5 seconds out that lap alone. Meanwhile, Reese is back on Jeremy. Terry is on Roman, so I'm going to keep... I think Reese is the quicker driver. I was going to say that's not a passing place. You really need the driver to cooperate if you're going to try and pass there. Good to see he didn't go for that. Yeah, I think Reese will get him on the straight. He's looking quick, Reese, after his incident in lap 1. And the further incident later on. Come back brilliantly, to be fair, on such a small track, short track, difficult to pass. We're going to be at Bentley just bouncing over the curbs. Doesn't give a monkeys, does it? Boing, 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 boing. Not gaining though. I'll tell you who is gaining. McLaren's gaining on David Gerrard. So David Gerrard's actually struggling now because he's now lost another place. Well, has he? He's got the inside line. Oh, contact! That was very close. Oh, he's been... That's a bad one. That's a bad one. Now, to me, what happened there? You're running very close. Larson, there was nowhere else for Larson to go. But at that point, the neck and neck. He's been, yeah. It's like Gerrard wanted his space. I mean, that car of Gerrard's is destroyed. They're both in the pits. They're probably fighting in the pits now, a pair of them. Meanwhile, Reese Wiggins putting pressure on Jeremy still. Merch is putting pressure on Terry. So, yeah, a couple of cars losing out now as a result of drivers just making bizarre decisions there. I can't help thinking the Gerrard incident then, his car was almost flickering as if there was an netcode problem. It seemed to bounce to the right a little bit. I don't know whether there's a netcode problem there, and Gerrard actually didn't think he was as close as he was. The inputs of the drivers will be interesting to see there, to see if there's a turning on the right, because that was quite I mean, that bonnet up. Yeah, Terry, that's very much how I seen it there, Terry, but as I said, benefit of the doubt there because the car was bouncing a little bit just before it, but could have been a netcode problem. And Merch, and there it is. Merch has got a drive through, the first driver to get a drive through. He come together with Terry, so let's see what happened there. He was in behind Terry, but he was gaining. He's gone wide there. Was that his track limit? Because that to me didn't look like it was enough. Oh, that's a cut. Yeah, that's his cut, and so's that. Oh dear, that's an unsafe rejoin. Like a speeding ticket, the mountain up. Jeremy's gone off. Back up and running again, but Jeremy has gone off. He lost the place to Reese in the end. There was no contact. But yeah, it's... and Merch has gone into the pits. He's serving his drive-through. So this is going to push him right down now. Well, what started off to be a fantastic race for Merch has turned out to be a bit of a disaster. That's what I was trying to say, Nikos, about David Gerrard's. It looked more like a netcode issue to me, because you could see the car seemed to be stuttering a little bit. I mean, when you see the replay, it even did it on the replay. So you know, it's how the game's recorded it. You see his car bouncing. So I think that's worth looking at again, because that was definitely. Looked like it was bouncing across, but it wasn't being steered. But I think unfortunately he lost out there. Ricard's now running again, and he's keeping pressure on Goran, who's his teammate. You can see Goran's got a bonnet up as well, so Goran's gone off somewhere. So that's why Ricard is running a little bit quicker. So on the straight, I'd expect to see Ricard go past Goran here. Let's just see if this is what happens. They're coming around the final 2 corners now. Ricard needs to get his car in a good position, which he's going to do. And I think we're going to see him breeze past. Because that car's got a bonnet, which means it's got aero damage. You can see the speed difference straight away. Goran's not going to defend, he's a teammate. Why would you defend? Don't take each other out, guys. Oof. Bit close. Goran's not giving up though. Ricard makes the pass and he's clean through. Andreas is battling with Terry. He has made the pass, but Terry's not giving in. And Terry's gone wide. Wow! Terry's decided he wants to be on the beach. That's cost Terry that. Hi Mikhail, thanks very much. Robert, when I drive people off the track, it's net code. That's your defence and you're sticking to it. Brilliant, Robert. Yeah, he's Andreas is off now, isn't he? As a result of Terry getting the sand on his tyres. So quick rundown, we've got 4 minutes to go. Chris Bourne is walking it. He's 11 seconds clear of Craig Holmes. Craig Holmes is 5 seconds clear of Krista. Krista's had a great race, by the way. Absolutely fantastic race. Mark Christopher is 5 seconds behind. Neil Bywater's run out of puff. He's 2 seconds behind. Laszlo Nemeth is 13 seconds behind. Reese Wiggins is 10 seconds behind. Great comeback from Reese, though. Jeremy's 3 seconds behind. Billy Stewart is 4 seconds behind, but he's now being pressured by Roman. So is he going to lose a place here? Andreas is 11 seconds behind. Terry's 1.5 seconds behind. Ricard's 23 seconds behind. And Goran is 3.6. Birch is 5.6, but is always on the same lap. And David and Johan, are both a lap down. So they're really not going to qualify as on the same lap at the moment. Yeah, so this is the battle at the moment, and it'll be interesting to see if one McLaren can take the other. Billy's really riding that corner. He wants to be careful he's not going to get a track limits warning there. A drive-through, because it's a bit late to get a drive-through now. It'll just be 150 seconds on at the end. I'm beginning to believe, I'm thinking the same, Terry. I think Krista, to me, has had a phenomenal race. He's held off, the drivers quite well. And in my view, driver of the day is Krista. Has anybody got any objections to that? There'll be 1 or 2 drivers visiting the stewards later, I should imagine, as well. Defending their cases and pleading their cases. So it's looking like another podium for Bourne, Craig Holmes and Krista Hjort. And Billy's made a mistake and Roman's passed him. So Billy's got a bit too much oversteer there. That's pushed him off. He's not going to lose out to Andreas, I don't think. No, he has. He's lost out to Andreas. Andreas gains a place. Andreas now is in 10th position. Goes to show, never give up. Any objections on the driver of the day then? Anyone? I just think he's been Mr. Consistent. Easy give it Chris Bourne, innit? Walks away with every race. But yeah, I think Krista deserves this driver of the day. I know you can't see his car behind that logo. But, I know he's not American, by the way, but that's what he's got his team down to at the moment. He's based in the States. Yeah, great. Really well done there, Krista. You deserve that. It's looking good for Mr. Bourne. Mr. Holmes has had a fantastic race. And I think it's his first podium in a while for Krista as well. I don't know if he's streaming this himself, but I think it's his first podium in a while. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, Krista, I apologise. I don't remember putting your name on the podium for a while, so I think you've done really well here. So they're on the final lap now. That's Chris Bourne. Yeah, and there's Chris with his traditional windscreen wipers on. There he is, flashing his lights. Mr. Reliable. Craig Holmes coming home in second place. Great run there, Craig. Krista coming in third place. And that is our podium. Fourth place, we have Mr. Christopher. Sorry about Craig Holmes in England there. Shouldn't say that. I need to fix that. Laszlo coming over in sixth place. Great result there, Laszlo. Reece Wiggins also coming over. Final bit. Jeremy managing to get an 8th place. He'll be pleased with that. Mr. Consistent there. I think he had a good race. Yeah, Roman with a good run at the end there. Andreas. Great 10th place that Andreas. You just kept going, mate. You never give up. Terry. His car's looking a bit bruised and a bit battered after a couple of impacts. And Billy, who was unlucky with a bit of the car sliding around. Great finish though. Great race. Well done, Billy. Rickard finished 13th after being last at one point. Goes to show, never ever give up. And then Goran with a flappy bonnet comes home behind Merch. So Merch made it into 15th in the end. And that's all cars now registered as complete. Well, thank you very much, everybody.